Welcome back, Graham Littles. It's Graham Ninny, and I'm so excited to read stories with you. Happy Sunday! It's Arch Book time. Are you comfy? Are you ready? Well, let's get into it. This is called Adam's Story. I love the look of that. Genesis chapter 1 and 2 is where it's based on, but Louise Elmner wrote it especially for you. And if you can see pictures, thank you to Kathy Mitter. She did the pictures. Adam's Story. So this is from the very beginning of the Bible, the Old Testament, Genesis. Here we go. Two little boys named Abel and Cain lay on a hill making flower chains. Where did we come from? Abel asked Cain. Let's ask Father if he can explain. They walked through the meadow and stopped at a pond. They fed little rabbits and petted a fawn. Where did you come from? Cain asked a doe. There was so much Abel wanted to know. Have you ever wondered that same question? Where did you come from? Supper was ready when the boys found Eve making a salad out of fresh green leaves. Adam came home from his hard day's work planting his garden in the rich brown dirt. After the dinner and the campfire's glow, the boys asked their father all they wanted to know. Sit on my lap, said the father to his sons. I'll tell you how the heavens and the earth were begun. Wow. How many fathers can tell you that story? So glad we have the Bible. Once at the dawning of a brand new world, God made the universe and gave it a twirl. He looked at the darkness that blackened the night, then scattered the stillness with let there be light. Light burst the darkness and scattered it away. Dazzling brightness sent shimmering rays. The light and the dark went separate ways. Evening and morning were the very first day. That's how we got a day. Daytime and nighttime. On the second bright morning, he created the sky, but only the Lord knows how and why. No bird or invention that's able to fly could reach to the end of God's heaven so high. On the third bright morning, God looked around. I'll separate the water from the high, dry ground. The water on the globe I shall call great seas. I'll color up the landscape with grass and trees. Oh, he did make it beautiful. I love to look at the grass and the trees and the seas. He raised all the mountains with his wonderful powers. He sparkled up the earth with dewy, fresh flowers. Waterfalls rippled into glassy blue pools. Everything in nature was refreshing and cool. On the fourth bright morning, he liked what he'd done. He rolled up a fireball and called it the sun. A moon he arranged to give silvery light and billions of stars that twinkle at night. Oh, I love to watch the twinkling stars. I even know a song about it. We'll have to sing that. On the fifth bright morning, he worked on the birds, creatures that fly and sing without words. The eagle mounted up at God's command by the wisdom of God hawks flew over land. He gave to the peacocks fabulous tails and little top knots to the cute brown quails. He made all the ladybirds and flashy bright males. He gave the sweetest song to the nightingales. Wow, what magnificent creations. For the rest of the day, he made something new. He invented all the fish and marine life too. He filled up the oceans and the riverbeds deep with fish that swim and creatures that creep. The pretty shiny goldfish and the monstrous whales leaped in the water and splashed their tails. Clams on the ocean floor started making pearls. The octopi and seahorses stretched their ends in curls. Oh, I love how different all of his creations are. It adds so much interest to our lives. On the 6th bright morning, he had much to do, forming all the reptiles and the animals too. So he turned his attention to the beasts on the land, zebras in the meadows, and fleas in the sand. Fireflies and dragonflies with tails of blue, insects and butterflies with wings that flew. From the crocodile in swampland to the little brown shrew, God formed them all to the last kangaroo. Wow, what's your favorite animal God created? I like that one. Monkeys in the jungle and koalas in the trees, pandas in the bamboo and hives of bees, leopards with their furry coats, seals upon the ice. God liked them all and said, "How nice." When animals were finished, God created a man, a two-legged body with thumbs on his hands. God made him smarter than the creatures, but lo, man was the only one whom God gave a soul. I love these animals. He called the man Adam and said, "This do, name all my animals 2 by 2. So I named all the animals, and when I was through, God said, "I'll make a helpmeet for you." A man needs a person to share his life. So God made me a beautiful wife. Live and love together, said God to us two, and take care of everything I've given to you. I love that we are stewards over his beautiful creations. On the 7th bright morning, God stopped to rest. I'll honor this day and keep it for the best. My people need a rest from the work they do. I'll make this holiday, and they should too. Cain was asleep when the story was through. Eve put the boys to bed, then she slept too. Adam prayed to God, then put out the light, and the evening and the morning made another good night. We celebrate that day of rest on Sunday, don't we? So many wonderful things were created. So much to be grateful to God for. Thank you. Stay hopeful, stay true, and be wonderful, special little you.